everybody working and paying into taxes will be paying into Social Security income. So what are you going to pay into Social Security? Today, we'll be checking that out. Are you ready to go grab today's little nugget of knowledge? Let's go, shall we? Hi everybody, I am Kristen Maka of Medicare with Maka, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Kristen's Nuggets of Knowledge. Now we all know that when we're paying taxes, we see local, state, federal, all these other charges. We've got Medicare, Social Security. So what really are we paying? Well, it's actually a percentage. So I'll pull up a table and it'll break down different classes. So we pay into Medicare tax, and for all those Medicare eligible individuals, I know that, this is something that we need to look at down the road because we help pay for different social programs. Social Security is one, Medicare is another. So when we're looking at what we put into these different programs, what is it? It's actually a percentage of our income. So the more we make, the more we put into it. So this table right here is going to show us what we pay into Medicare and Social Security. We can see that for those individuals that work on a W-2 or actually have an employer, we see that the employer also puts in a little portion for us for our Medicare and our Social Security income taxes. So that breaks down into a 6.2% for us, 6.2% for them for the Social Security side of things, and for the Medicare tax side of things, 1.45 and 1.45 for both. So it's split evenly. But those individuals who are like myself, who are self-employed and don't have an employer, don't work on a W-2, we have to pay all of that tax by ourselves. So we pay the full 2.9% of our income into Medicare, and we also then pay the full 12.4% for our Social Security taxes. Now, if you remember, a long time ago, I've put out different videos on what premium that you pay for Medicare, and that is actually dependent on the income that you make. Most people do pay the norm, what is the normal premium for the year, but because of IRMA, I will link that video in the description below. If you remember, the more you make, the more that you pay on your Part B premium. Well, that's kind of similar in this case as far as Medicare taxes. This next table is going to show you the threshold. Now, unlike our premiums where it kind of goes at your tax brackets and there's several different brackets of paying more and more and more, there's just a simple divide. If you make over X amount, you pay an extra 0.9% on to your Medicare taxes. So that chart is right here. So here you see it breaks down different income thresholds. First off, we have married filed jointly. If you make $250,000 or more, you have to pay that extra 0.9% for your Medicare taxes. Filing separately for married individuals is $125,000, and then all rolled kind of into one threshold at $200,000 is single, head of household with qualifying person, or qualifying widower with dependent child. Another thing you may be wondering is how this money that you're putting into the system, how is it distributed? Well, we talked about the different people who are able to receive Social Security income benefits. If you don't remember, I'll remind you real quick. There are those people retired, those people with qualifying disabilities, and those individuals that rely on Social Security income from somebody who has already passed. So there are several different qualifying events where people do get the money. So what happens to our money? So approximately 85% or 85 cents of every dollar we put into Social Security tax goes into a fund that then gets put out in checks every single month for those individuals who are already retired and those individuals who relied on somebody and are now qualifying for a deceased individual's Social Security income. And 15 cents or 15% of every dollar that we put into Social Security taxes actually then goes into a fund to then help the individuals with qualifying disabilities, give them their monthly benefits. So now you may be wondering and scratching your head, well, we know that it takes money to be able to run this program. And I just said 85 and 15. That gives us 100%. Well, they say that it takes less than a penny for every dollar that we give to be able to run and manage the Social Security income program. Now, for those people who remember the movie, we all know that partial pennies do add up. So it does take quite a bit of money to run the program, and they are able to do that pennies on the dollar, partial pennies on the dollar. Because what we use to fund this tax goes by a percentage of our income. So it makes sense that those individuals who make more money actually pay more into Social Security tax. And those individuals not making as much don't. It's a portion of your income. So of course in retirement, the same thing qualifies. The more you made during the years paying into Social Security income, the more you make then in retirement through Social Security income. So give and take there. But we always want to be sure, and this is my final point that I want to drive home, well, through all these different videos, is this is not your only source of income. Please, please, please remember that in retirement, we need to have various different buckets. And because this program is run based on your Social Security number, it's something that we need to make sure that you're doing your due diligence to not let that information get out to the world. Your Social Security income is what's going to help fund your retirement money account, and then it's going to be the one that's going to allow you to bring it out to yourself. If you let somebody who's should not have your Social Security number get it, then there's a lot of potential bad things that could trickle down the line there for you. So be sure to protect your Social Security information, your Medicare information. Remember, the government is not going to call you and ask you for this information. You must ask them. They communicate through the mail, and especially if you have a My Social Security account, which you can go sign up for one and then be able to check all your different numbers, like, what you could potentially be making in retirement, what's the best years to look at retiring, what's the earliest, all these different things you can access on your My Social Security account. So if you have liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. I need all the likes that I can get. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed, you know that I put out content just about every single week, and it's some pretty good information. So everyone, please take care, God bless, and we will see you next time. Bye.